Lee, familiar story in the second half. I thought we combated quite well in the first half, but naivety, I think, in the second half really took us away from the game.
Yeah, it was naive defending. Totally naive defending. When the ball goes back, we've got to come out of the box, not camp in there. Ball to the back post, he's had a free header. That's not good enough, and not good enough at this level. So, and then the second one, I don't know how he can get a shot in if we're round him. And again, the defending, not only the defending, the second half display wasn't, I think, good enough. Now, we had a good chance just after they scored. Keeper saved it. Keaton's rattled one past the post, I believe.
That's your lot. That's your lot.
Yeah. And then what have they done? They took their two chances, had a couple of skirmishes round the box. The keeper's not been pulling off worldies. Look, it was a dour game, but it suited us. We'd have took a 0-0 at half-time. If you can't win it, don't lose it. All of that sort of scenarios, but let's try and win it, because I thought with a bit more adventure, and I thought we could have went up another level, the way we did on Tuesday night. If we'd have done that, we would have got something. But naive defending, it doesn't help when Coops fails a fitness test and then Steph fails a fitness test when we get here. So, you have to take that one. So the back three from the other night, two players are out, but Whitey came back in and Tozy came back in. But yeah, we'd like to have kept the same team from Tuesday, but yeah, wasn't to be.
It always seems one step forward, two steps back, doesn't it? When we're at home, we're really good and committed and we play well, but we can't keep that consistency going. And I know you don't like stats, etc., but it's another one on the road, isn't it?
Yes, I do like stats. I live by stats. We've got to live by stats, and we've got to live by the league table and whatever else. I've just said to the lads, and now we can't keep coming away and 2-0, and we've huffed and puffed. We ain't done enough today. We didn't know anywhere near enough, and I did think the first goal was going to be crucial, because I thought if we get it, I'm not sure how well they will react, but when you don't get it, I just thought we looked a bit. Not young, but you said naive. It's a good word for the goal, but it's not enough. It's not acceptable. We've come away, and I can take it if, with all respect to Chorley, you can take certain games where you've been under strength, or certain games where the other side have been dominant, and I've got a good side, maybe a Brackley or something. But Chorley are a good workmanlike side, and they've got a very, very good home record. But I thought with a little bit more quality and a little bit more belief in their half actually just passing the ball, we would have got something. So that worries me.
I was at the opposite end to you, really, taking photos on this occasion, and I could see the game from a different angle. And it did seem to me that we gave them too much space in the middle, especially wide out, and they could come through quite easily and take possession of the ball and move it around quite well, which we seem to give it away far, far too often.
We did. We give it away too often. We get it away cheaply. Times when we could have put a foot on it and passed the ball, we were lashing at it. I don't think we squeezed the game. The way we do at home, we squeeze the game. When the ball goes forward, we get up and we kick all our midfielders on. We didn't do that enough. We didn't get our wing backs out at all the way we wanted to, and the way we were sort of looking at doing, because they play very, very narrow. And I don't think that really we. I'm trying to think. They've had a couple of shots at the end, and we've had a couple there. I don't know how far Keaton was deflected anyway, but you're looking at it really from where we've been in games where there's 4 or 5 shots each half for both teams. There was very limited today for both teams, and so then you're looking at, well, could we get a 0-0? Could we come away with a point? Well, we've not done, because we've just been so naive at the back.
Next week we've got the FA Trophy, different competition, no league pressures as such. We're at home, so the omens say that that's one we should win.
Well, I'm just saying that, look, we need to start getting something away. Let's just, when I talk about winning at home, I don't like to talk about the away form. So as we had an away game, an away defeat, I think we've got to be a bit more honest and talk about I've had the word with the lads, and I've had on Tuesday night, I'll be having one-to-one meetings with the senior lads, and I think we'll have a new face in next week, maybe 1 or 2, and maybe need to have a look at moving a couple of players on and freshen it up again and go again. And just because that's the nature of the league and the nature of the game, we probably need to freshen it up again and see where we're at. But we don't want to come away from here and start trying to paper over cracks. Let's be honest, it weren't good enough. It weren't good enough. The second half wasn't good enough for what we want.
The key word really, as you've mentioned in many interviews in the past, is consistency, and it's one thing that we can't do.
You know, it's, you know, I click on that app I've got on my phone, and you look at the home form, and then you look at the away form, and you know, something we need to change quickly. We've got a run of games now. I think might have 2 or 3 at home in the next 4 or something like that, and something like that. So we need to dust ourselves down.
Just Darlington away.
Well, yeah, we've got to sort out when that game's going to be played. But yeah, look, no, we're not talking about the home form. I'm saying the away form isn't good enough. We know that. It's got to be addressed, and if it's not going to be addressed by the players we've got in the building, I need to then go and get other players in. And I've said this to the players, and it's not a nice conversation, but they need to know that the club, as I am the manager, we can't keep waiting, and maybe this will happen. We need to be proactive and maybe look at dipping into getting another couple of players in.
Okay, Lee, thank you, commiserations, and we'll see you again on Tuesday, or even Saturday.
Thank you.